Here we are back again, and we have an author this time. You've met her before, but fortunately she came in again to talk about her fantastic book. It's Janie Jurkovich.
Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Have you back.
Thank you. So I have a bit of an update on the book.
Good.
The book came out in July, and I've been selling copies, going to having book signings and that sort of thing. But now we have it out on Kindle and Audible. So you can go to Amazon and you can buy it in paperback, audio version, or on Kindle. So we're excited about that.
That's fabulous.
And then also we're still working on the companion journal that will go with this book to help you keep on track to follow the steps to lead your best life. And it became a little more involved, so it's taken a little longer, but it will be out shortly. And on when you buy the companion journal, you will be able to get an excerpt of the next book, which is Single in 60. And we're working on that. So that will be coming out in audio and paperback and Kindle, depending on how soon we can get that set up. So that'll be shortly.
Fantastic, because I was single at 65.
Yep, it happens to the best of us. Yeah,
But we didn't say the name of this book. Live the life you have imagined. Now, anything any better than that?
I don't think so.
No, but everybody has some imagination about what they would really like their life to be.
Right.
And sometimes it doesn't seem to be going there, and you can get pretty depressed.
Right. And this book will help you. I kind of look at it like a roadmap. The beginning of the book is more figuring out where you are and where you want to go, and then some simple steps to get there. The first ones are pretty basic, things I would say we all know, but we don't do. And so it's kind of to get you on track so you will actually do them. So there's questions at the end of each chapter to reflect and just kind of spur you to do what you need to do. It works really good if you do it in a book group or read it with a group of friends, because then you could sit and talk about, well, how are you making this happen? How are you incorporating this step into your life? Yes. And that's kind of what I hope, because I don't look at the book as something that you read, because it's a pretty small book. You know, it's not going to take that long to read, maybe an hour and a half. But you need to read it slowly, digest it, learn and change your behavior so you can get in the habit of doing the things that will lead you to live your best life.
Definitely.
So that's the purpose of it. And when you buy the book, you can go online for a bonus, which is the extra copies of the questions written out. So if you want to print that and then update it every so often, you can do that. And then if you prefer, then you can buy the companion journal, and then you'll have something you can keep looking back at and write your notes in. Because it's something that, I still read the book. I still go back and do the stuff in there. Like, for instance, right now I'm on a track team, and we're training for the National Senior Track and Field Games in June. Cool. Yeah, who would have thought that? But anyway, so every once in a while I'll kind of fall off the wagon, I guess you would say, as far as track practice, and I'll be really pooped and I can't figure out what. So I have to think, okay, so did I get enough sleep? Am I feeding myself properly? I'll be getting enough exercise, probably too much. And what sort of things, am I in a bad mood because I've been around naysayers that are always saying, oh, you can't do that, or spreading negative energy around me? Or do I need to go spend some time out in nature? Or do I need to go do some self-care and go pamper myself, or go out with some girlfriends? Or it just helps you get back on track, because when you're kind of lost and going through those ups and downs in life, you sometimes forget, and it's a good thing to kind of go back to the book and figure out what it is that you need to work on to make it better.
Well, that is fabulous, because so many of us don't realize there's a way to get out of these dark things.
Right.
They don't have any way, a definite way that they could do it.
Right. One of the things, like recently in Fresno, with it being foggy and cloudy, boy, that's really bad. So you got to work. To me, you have to work extra hard, because I like the sunshine.
Me too.
I feel like I need to go outside 10 minutes a day just to get charged, like a solar panel or something. It just really helps. So you have to figure out some other ways. Maybe you need to go do something with friends. Maybe you need to listen to some uplifting music. Maybe you need to go to an improv and listen to some comedy or something like that. So figure out a way to get out of the blues.
Somehow, we just grow up without anybody telling us that whatever we're doing might have to be changed.
Right, right.
And
Well,
to make your life, what to do to make your life happy.
Right. I think we grow up. I mean, nobody ever told me when I was growing up, if you're having a bad day, then, you could actually do something about it.
Yeah.
People don't realize your life is your life and you can control it. So it's all a matter of mindset and how you look at things. So if something not so good happens, if you can put your head around it and look at it more in a positive light, then it will change how you feel about it and how your day becomes, and then how you interact with the next person you see. And once you realize that it's all up to you, how you look at it, what your mindset is, it's a lot more freeing. And you're, whatever the item was that happened, it's still the same, but it's all how you look at it.
Go ahead.
It's really amazing, and I think that that's something that adults need to teach their children, and adults need to teach other adults.
And I think what it also does is just it make you see how the negative things you're thinking are harmful to you. It makes you see that.
That's exactly right. I must confess, I do not listen to the news.
I don't either.
Because it's just too depressing. And then what are you, unless you're going to get up and go run for office and do something, be in charge of a movement, then there's not a whole lot, there's not much point in it. I remember I didn't watch the news for maybe a couple years, and then one morning I was watching it, and it took like 10 minutes, and I could feel my heart rate rising, and I was starting to get in a bad mood, and I go, oops, that's it. So I turned it off.
I don't blame you.
Went and sat outside instead. So it's all how you handle it. I'm sure that it's important to be aware of what's going on, but realistically, how many hours of watching the news and death and devastation and robberies and all that sort of thing, how is that like improving your life? That's certainly not helping me to live my best life.
No, that's for sure. That's really, this is really so exciting to me that there's a book that tells you what you can do to make your life better.
Well, and it's simple.
They teach it in church, but somehow it doesn't come down to you personally.
Well, that's what I think is different about my book, because it's really basic and it's easy to understand. There's not the chapters are not long and drawn out where they basically say the same thing over and over and beat you over the head. It's pretty much cut and dried. This is what I'm saying. This is the message, and it's not long and drawn out. So you could fit it in. Anybody could fit it in their day, even reading a book the old-fashioned way. I mean, we're talking only like 2 pages a day. So you could do that and try, if you only read 1 chapter a week and then work on incorporating that into your life, you'd be at least making some progress forward.
Oh, sure. That sounds great. So tell them again exactly where they can get it, because we need to get this out to people. They need to be able to have something that help you. We can all use help, believe, no matter how good we are.
That's true. So you can go to Amazon.com under books, Live the Life You Have Imagined, Janie Jurkovich, and you can buy it, the paperback like this. You can buy it in audio form or also on Kindle. And if you can also go to my website, www.janiej.net, and there'll be a link that you can, it'll go back to Amazon and you can buy the book. Also, you can, at my website, you can sign up for, to be notified when the next book comes out or when I post a blog, that sort of thing. So I do a bit of traveling, so I write about that, and I write about different insights that I have, things that I've learned that I think are important to share. So I try to keep people up to date with what I'm doing on there.
That's fabulous, and I know that since you came back this time, you'll come back again.
Okay,
right?
All right.
'Cause I really need to hear more about this book. I think it's so important.
I'd be happy to. Thank you.
Okay, honey, thank you so much. We'll be right back.